Welcome back, guys. Today's gonna be a fun one, super simple. If you're somebody who wants to do their own training and you're not sure how to structure your own program, we're gonna go over some basic patterns that you should be including in your training to make sure you're getting the most out of everything and you're not missing anything. Or if you're somebody who is a new coach and you want to know how to train gym pop, for example, and just write a basic program, this is also for you. If you like more of these kinds of topics and you want to see more, please hop over to my website and sign up for the advisory portal. It's just launched. Without further ado, we'll get into it. So let's start breaking it up. We'll go lower body and upper body. Lower body basic movements. We're going to look at three things that we should all be doing. Squat pattern, lunge pattern, hinge pattern. It doesn't have to be in that order, but generally speaking, we want to make sure we want to touch all of those in a program, whether it's in one training day or across the week. It doesn't matter. Let's make sure that we're just getting proficient in all of those. So starting out with a squat and with a hinge, we're looking at more squat, vertical translation of the pelvis, hinge, horizontal translation of the pelvis. So vertical translation will give us more of an opportunity to get more knee bending, things that will help us grow our quads. We're looking at hinging. We're looking at things that are going to help us grow our glutes and our hamstrings, right? We're moving our hips through flexion and extension and more of a horizontal plane. So even outside of that, through those motions, we're doing a pretty good job of expressing hip external rotation, even in a squat. If we're covering those patterns, we're going to give ourselves a lot of opportunity for growing our quads, growing our hamstrings, growing our glutes, improving strength in those patterns. It's going to cover a lot of areas where clients want to improve if they're coming to see us, or if we are somebody making our own program. It's going to give us a lot of opportunity to grow our legs or get stronger, right? So make sure we're covering those things. Next thing's going to be make sure that we're including a split squat variation. For a few reasons, we can look at how it might be expressive of ipsilateral hip shift or hip extension, things I've talked about in other videos, but also just having the basic ability to control ourselves and express stability or strength with a limited base of support, right? So that's going to be more indicative of function or walking, but generally speaking, if we can get strong on one-ish legs or a more limited base of support, that might have some KPI or have some carryover to us being more functioning human beings. Now, we can look at that more specifically like I have in other videos, but generally speaking, I look at split squats like flossing, something that we should do in some lower body sessions, or at least once in a lower body session. Just generally as a rule, it's going to help us make sure that we're moving better for longer and we're not running into any bottlenecks of injury or lack of mobility that could come up if we're not making sure that we're hitting those necessary ranges of motion. That about covers it for lower body stuff. Let's get into upper body stuff. Generally speaking, we can look at vertical push-pull, horizontal push-pull. And then I would even throw in like a dip. It's kind of like a bonus exercise to be included. But generally speaking, let's make sure every week we are doing something where we are pressing overhead, which could be a dumbbell press, could be a landmine press, or something where we are pulling overhead, which could be a single arm pull down, could be a lat pull down, could be a pull up variation. Obviously, we're adding in a lot of ability to scale that to a person's needs, right? Skill level, goals, whatever it is. We can pick an exercise that's going to check that box, but generally speaking, make sure that we're pushing overhead. Let's make sure that we're pulling overhead. This will give us opportunity to train shoulders, to train back muscles, but also just to express shoulder function as we get overhead. Our ability to express shoulder flexion, external rotation, upward rotation of the scap, train a lot of muscles that are going to be important for shoulder health.